Well, the pandemic has only accelerated the deal momentum for the entire IT space, and we are seeing an accelerated migration to cloud and digital transformation. The deal momentum remains fairly strong, and since July 2020 itself, we have seen 4 large deals being signed by TCS, Infosys, as well as Wipro. In fact, just last evening itself, we have seen 2 big deals being announced, one each by Infosys and the second by Wipro. And since July 2020, it's 4 big deals. First was the Infosys Vanguard deal in July 2020. It was a deal worth over $1.5 billion. Secondly, Infosys just yesterday announced a deal with Daimler. And third, Wipro yesterday evening announced deal with Metro AG, the German wholesaler, and just in Q4 of the current calendar year itself, TCS had announced that they would be acquiring Postpac Systems AG from Deutsche Bank. So yes, the entire deal environment itself is improving. It's a strong deal momentum is what these deals are indicating for the IT sector. In terms of Infosys, just last evening they announced a strategic partnership with Daimler. This partnership would help Daimler to in terms of the IT capabilities, and it will help Infosys in gaining further automotive expertise. While the deal value is not announced, industry sources to indicate the deal itself would be worth over $1 billion itself. Do note that this is the second big deal being signed by Infosys. This is after the Vanguard deal that we had just seen very recently signed by Infosys. In fact, under the deal with Daimler AG, the deal would be involving migration to a smart hybrid cloud using Infosys Cobalt. Infosys would also be taking over employees in Germany, US, as well as the APAC region. Daimler AG will transform its IT operating model as well as the entire infra landscape. In fact, as I mentioned, that Infosys had won $1.5 billion worth deal from Vanguard. This was the biggest in the history, and with this deal with Daimler, it's 2 big deals coming in for Infosys, and Infosys remains the top bet by Credit Suisse as well as Goldman Sachs, as they are seeing a very as they do see Infosys leading in terms of the revenue growth from the entire IT pack. Besides that, just yesterday itself, last evening, we did see Wipro in fact going in and announcing a big strategic deal with Metro AG, which is the German wholesaler. It's a 5-year deal extended for more than 4 years. The estimated deal value is for the duration for the first 5 years is $700 million, with the potential to spend up to $1 billion over 4 years. Under this, they would be acquiring 1,300 employees across Germany, Romania, and India that would be transferred to Wipro. In fact, if you look at the deal, it is the first big deal under the new CEO, and Macquarie does maintain an outperform rating in terms of Wipro, and they do see an 8 to 10% USD revenue growth over FY22 and 23. Do note that in 2020 itself, Q4 of 2020, TCS had also announced acquisition of Postpac Systems from Deutsche Bank. That would be helping enhance TCS skill set in Germany as well as the BFSI vertical, and it would be adding nearly around 1,500 employees of PBS to TCS. So there are 4 big deals that have been announced. In fact, Morgan Stanley does state that this entire deal momentum is very strong. It indicates an improved operating environment for the entire IT sector. It also indicates that the employees takeover would allow scale up of industry as well as onshore and nearshore capabilities of these IT majors, and that employee takeover would also help to mitigate any potential supply side challenges. In fact, even Motilal did mention that the entire deal the cloud rather is a common theme that is appearing from these deal wins. Cloud adoption and migration are the single most relevant themes for service providers, and they expect cloud to emerge as a key growth driver for the entire sector. So yes, watch out for the increased deal momentum in the IT space, and a lot of brokerages and industry experts do expect double-digit growth for the IT industry over the next year itself.